R.O.B. Your boy got in. Yeah, don't hate me, I like to drink a lot. And don't hate me, I like to smoke a lot. And don't hate me, I like to smoke a lot. When I'm in the stripper club, I love to tip a lot. You know your boy got a little Mac a lot. With the banks out of Vegas, then he spend a lot. Turn down to the edge, back and forth a lot. We grind a lot, that's why we shine a lot.
Yo, sing that shit while I spit these hot bars. Niggas stream that shit while I push these hot cars. Seeing beans and shit in the back of the cop cars. I mean that shit, we the hottest, we block stars. Girls got more ways than Soldier Boy MySpace. This my second coming, your girl invited to my place. Ain't there 5 minutes kissing on my face? Ain't no kinky fingerprints from my sake. 10 steps ahead of y'all, the teacher and the method for y'all flip.
So they got me here, they can come and watch us here. But they gotta leave us alone. Away from the door. Say you later, what you gonna do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm ready for the put it down. Never disrespect you. Hang up tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spend it you. Yes, girl, gotta make you laugh now. So I hope you're gonna be there. I say stop with the say go. There you go again, that voice is good. Watch you make your girlfriend. Come on. I've been waiting patiently. I've been waiting where I be. Because I'm ruckus in the industry. Making this up, she can't sleep.
Super unleaded diesel mixed with ethanol. I'm sick, but well enough to kiss my daughter goodnight. Fucking with Dottie like Lil Zane, slapping Suge like that's impossible. Get your face slashed, get your life took with your fake ass. Get up off my grass, you know who y'all this is. That's how niggas get killed trying to put behind their head.
We take the club and we mix it with hot honey. We take the drone and we mix it with cranberry. We take the players and we mix it with VIP. We take Gotti and we mix it with R. Kelly. Now what we got, player, now what we got, triple, now what we got, money, now what we got, triple, now what we got, photo, now what we got, hustler, now what we got, photo, now what we got, superstar.
I'm a superstar, work, turn your eyes super red. My chick like Jet and Jack me sports superheads. Gotti the hustler, Gotti for president. Gotti go to hell, but Gotti still haven't sent my real spent 28 on the coupe. Still dropping 30 points on you niggas that run the shoot. Too many Gucci shoes in my closet to close the door. Too many thirsty niggas trying to shoot a 10 or 4.
What up? Hey, hey, hey. What up? Hey, hey. We going in. The best energy drink ever.
Can't nobody stunt like G and the R. We take the club and we mix it with hot honey. We take the drone and we mix it with cranberry. We take the players and we mix it with VIP. We take Gotti and we mix it with R. Kelly. Now what we got, player? Now what we got,
player? 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 Oh.
Superstar, yeah. Don't hate me, I like to drink a lot. And don't hate me, I like to smoke a lot. And don't hate me, I like to smoke a lot. When I'm in the stripper club, I love to tip a lot. And you know your boy got a little Mac a lot. With the banks out in Vegas, then he spend a lot. Turn down to the A, back and forth a lot. We grind a lot, that's why we shine a lot. Take the club and we mix it with hot honey. We take the drone and we mix it with cranberry. We take the players and we mix it with VIP. We take Gotti and we mix it with R. Kelly. Now what we got, player, now what we got, triple, now what we got, money, now what we got, triple, now what we got, photo, now what we got, hustler, now what we got, photo, now what we got, superstars. Yeah, it's your boy Kales. Y'all ain't even gotta pay me for this one. I ain't tripping, I'm sipping. You got it. Look out for that Gotti mixtape, y'all. Shut time. Oh yeah. Also look out for that 12 play for a quarter, baby. Coming real soon, baby. Real soon. Play that shit.
Yes, sir. We back. What's going on? Dream Team. What's going on? What's going on? How y'all living? What's going on? So what y'all do for the 4 hours but that we was off? I'm trying to let some more folks come in. We about to get into it today. Y'all see the title? Y'all see the title? Mm-hmm. Y'all see the title? Hold on, look at this real quick. Okay. Look at this title real quick. All right. That's still not the one that I was looking for. All right, let me see something real quick. Studio ad. I'm waiting for some more for I got 60. Yeah, because we're gonna break this down. Only Dream Team style. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna get it in today. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into it. First of all, I want to say, what up, everybody? Rules for mods. Don't block nobody if they not being disrespectful. Hey, Google moderator team, what's going on, man? We ain't doing that today, brothers. Google moderator team is okay. Google, hush. The Google moderator team is going crazy. What up, Hit Hard? If they are being disrespectful, you already know what happens after that. Block, bliggity, block, 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 block. I plan on being on today for, let's see. Let's make it a straight 2. Because we're going to have a discussion. I think I got enough juice. We're going to have a discussion. Let's start that clock. All right. So, Willie, one of my favorite mods, my dog. I need you to put the call-in number. Hold on, wait. But before you do, here's the link to come on. So, add that link right there, Willie, to the call-in number, and then put that in there for me. Or if you want me to do it, I'll do it. Because we're going to break this down. Because I don't like what I just seen. So today we're going to talk about the R. Kelly studio. You know, Most people talk about they rocking for Kales and they doing this, they doing that, but they don't want to talk about how Robert got unjustly done. So before I get started, I'm gonna say, what up, Dream Team? What up, friends? What up, Oak Cove, if you're in the building? What up, anybody that just want to participate? Nicole, where you at? Brooke, where you at? I don't see y'all. Brooke, Miss Lady T, see you messing up already. You put the call-in number, but you didn't put the link. Let's wait for. There you go, Willie. There you go, Willie. And there you go. Boom. You got the call-in number and you got the link. And what I'm about to do is shout out to Miss Lady T Dixon. Shout out to Willie. Shout out to all the mods. Man, y'all rock. Without y'all, man, y'all rock. Y'all rock. I don't know what. Let me do it this way. Nope. Hold on, y'all. Bear along with me. Because I don't know what just happened. So I'm going to have to do it this way. Shout out to everybody that just out there in YouTube land is just watching. Y'all about to see a master at work. You about to see stuff get dissected. You about to see a real conversation be had. And this is the way we like doing it. Call the number. And do it like that. Thanks, Willie. That's how we're gonna do that. Bam. That's how we're gonna do it. And I'm gonna pin that to the top. Bop. So it's pinned to the top. And we about to. That's it right there. The call-in number and the panel link. Y'all know Brooke is always late. She's gonna be late to our own funeral. Shout out to the 101 people that's on here watching so far. But while you at it, hit that like button. I need everybody to hit that like button. Let me see how many likes I got. I got to hit the like button. I just hit the like button. I got 101 people and 36 likes, 10 dislikes. So that means I got 70-something people that's just sitting watching. Hit the like button, y'all. There y'all go. Thank you so much. Just continue to hit the like button. So what we're going to do is we're going to break it down now. And the breakdown is this. Robert Sylvester Kelly was in a three-way battle, right? Battle number one was with Heather Williams. Battle number two was child support with his ex-wife, Andrea Kelly. And battle number three was with this renting company. Now, $4 million is steep. $3 million is steep. But Robert was ordered to pay $4 million. $1.5 million he got up front. And the rest, he got to pay over time for a studio that's not worth it. Now, I know y'all said earlier that studio ain't worth $4 million. So I'm going to ask y'all now that's here. If y'all believe the studio is worth $4 million, put yes. If y'all believe it's not worth $4 million, y'all put no. And I want to see how many yeses versus no's that I get. If the studio is worth $4 million, put yes. If the studio is not worth $4 million, put no. So it happened while he was incarcerated. And I told everybody earlier, hold on. I told everybody earlier, hold on, whoa. I got 1 no. I got 2 no's, 3 no's, 4 no's, 5 no's, 6 no's, 7 no's. I got 1 hell no. I got all no's. Okay, cool. So if the money would have went to Heather Williams, it would have made Robert Case in Chicago look great. They couldn't have that. If it would have went to Andrea Lee Kelly, it would have made Robert look great again because he's paying child support for his kids. They couldn't have that. They want Robert to be this monster that Lifetime has created him to be. So look at it. They won't let him wear a suit to court. Are you seeing Derek Chauvin? He had on a nice suit. He even had a mask. But when you see Robert, they making sure he's scruffed up and he got an orange suit on and he coming in with his head hung down. The first thing you see when you see something like that, hey, okay, are you cooking dinner? Cool. The first thing you see when you see something like that is this motherfucker guilty. He guilty. Nicole, there she go. Oh, I got the appraisal cost, Kimberly. Hold on. But I'm gonna get there. And the first thing you see is he guilty. And what I came across within the 4 hours, because I didn't have the appraisal price at first. When I got the appraisal price, I got instinctively mad. I broke my secondary phone because I threw it against the wall. And the reason why I got mad is because you're taking advantage of a man who can't read and who can't write. You just know he's a superstar and you know he just want to make music and he's bringing prestige to your building because he's there. Now that he's incarcerated and Surviving R. Kelly came down and put your building on a publicly TV show, now you treat him like dirt. So let's look at these publications. Then we're going to look at the paperwork. Kimberly Nicole said, what the paperwork say? See, I like her. Because she said, I don't care what all that say. What the paperwork say. So let's read these publications. And then we're going to look at Kimberly Nicole's side and see what the paperwork say. So the first thing I want to look at is R. Kelly music label. Sometimes it's hard to even look at this way. All right. Let me make sure y'all see it. There we go. Yep, y'all see it. Let's go. R. Kelly's music label ordered to pay $1.5 million owed in rent. Now, Rob's rent is $2,600 a month, right? $2,600 a month. So if his rent is $2,600 a month, right? And he was 2 years from completing his whole contract. $2,600 a month. And when they stopped it, I believe he had 2 months left in 2020. I meant 2019. So if we do the math, let's get y'all calculators out, y'all. Because I want to make sure we all on the same page. Where's my calculator? We're going to do $2,600 a month times November and December. So that's 2. That's 5,200, right? Now we're going to do write that down, 5,200. Now we're going to do 2,600 times 24 because it's 12 months in a year. So times 24. That comes to $62,400. Have anybody else got that price? Fantasia, hey, have anybody else got $62,400? Or if you got something different, put in the chat what you got so far. And I'm going to add the 5,200 to that, which brings it to 67,600. If anybody have anything different, please put in the chat what you have different. We here to do this together. If y'all came up with a total of 67,600, put yes. If you came up with something different, put your total in the chat. And don't be ashamed to have a different number, because maybe I'm wrong. Ann Huff said I got the same. That part. Like, share, subscribe. Come on. Everybody got yes, 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 yes. Okay, cool. Everybody got yes. So let's go here. Incarcerated singer R. Kelly took another huge loss while behind bars. His record label, Sony, has just been ordered to pay the singer's former landlord all the money in R. Kelly's royalties account, which totals more than $1.5 million. The Wisconsin-based property management company secured a $3.5 million judgment against R. Kelly to cover past due rent. Now, let's stop there. He was only past due 4 months. So write that 67,600 down, and let's do 2,600 times with it 12, 24, 48. I came up with 124,800, and we're going to add the 67,600. Total, I get $192,400. If anybody have anything different, put what you have different in the chat. If you don't come up with nothing different, say, I got the same thing, or I got the same. Miss Blue Blazer said, I got the same. Okay. I came up with $192,400. Fantasia in the house. Oh my God. Danger. Check it. While we waiting for people to put their total in, don't forget, please go support Georgia Girl. Her page is rocking. And she has some good Nelia for all of y'all. But it's not free. You got to purchase it. Georgia Girl is a great person. Go support our own. Let's stop going to the Chinese store to get our bags when we can go to Georgia Girl and get our bags. Let's stop going to the Chinese store to get the masks at $5 when we can be giving out $5 to our Georgia Girl. Don't forget. And if y'all want to know who Georgia Girl is, look on the screen. Hold on. I'm about to put on the screen. That's Georgia Girl. Right there. That's Georgia Girl. Also, if you like your candles and you like your soap, stop going to Walmart to get that when you can get your smelling goods from this beautiful lady right here by the name of Fantasia Habersham. Hit her up. Also, go to her page. Just like Georgia Girl. Like, share, and subscribe. They bring extra content. She's showing you how to wash your hair with trees. I mean, I never seen no stuff like that. She showed people how to wash their hair with trees, y'all. Good God. She showed you how to wash your hair with a tree. You know you got to be special. And you're not African and you wash your hair with trees. Man, shoot. Just don't let her rinse it out. She going to try to drown you. But yeah, Fantasia got the soap and she got the candles. Georgia Girl got the bags and the mask. Y'all go over there and support them beautiful ladies, but they had fun. All right. Let's get back to the show. Before Fantasia end up hitting me with a damn tree. Shit. I ain't trying to get hit with no tree. You ain't washing my hair with no tree. Shoot. But look, Fantasia, man, and she had them trees like this. She had them in a cross. Yo, matter of fact, let me show y'all before I get back into it. And she had them things in a cross like this. She had them trees like this, like yeah, nigga, Wakanda forever. Man, shit. All right, let's get back to it. Love yourself. Come on, I ain't get there yet. Let me get there, baby. Brooke not here. But I got it. I don't know why she's not here. Matter of fact, I'm about to send her a SOS. Like, you late, nigga. Watch. I'm going to show y'all how we talk to each other. Watch this. Watch this. That, but they make sure you don't. But they make sure you don't forget about nobody. They be like, "What about Brooke? What about Brooke? What about Brooke?" What about Brooke? Oh.
Please leave your.
Hold on. Watch this. She's supposed to have been over here. Hey, Malik, yo, why y'all not over here watching this, yo? Say now, I'm on. Tell Brooke she 30 minutes late, as always.
She's asleep.
See? I told y'all. Huh?
No, you know, she's sick.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I went and laid down.
And
I just took my medicine, so I was in here watching this shit called Savage or something. Hey,
okay.
what was the name of that movie that you were supposed to come here and premiere? Guns and Grams?
Yeah.
Is it streaming anywhere else?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But did you watch Life Without Hope?
No, I don't know about that.
Look up Life Without Hope, but that's streaming now. But look, I'm gonna get back to this content, bro.
And you on what channel?
Talk Your Spit. All right. So Brooke sick. I knew it. It's always an excuse. Sight me stop. Nah, so the Wisconsin-based property management company. Make sure y'all seeing that. Okay. The Wisconsin property-based management company secured a $3.5 million judgment against R. Kelly to cover past due rent. Now, as we looked at our total, the remaining of the lease, the 2 months of the last year of 2019, 2018, and the 4 months past due don't come up to 3.5 million. It don't even come up to 1.5 million. It come up to $192. No, I'm sorry, $192,400. So let's finish. $3.5 million. $3.5 million judgment against R. Kelly to cover past due rent and costs for repairs at the singer studio space located at 219 North Justine Street in Chicago. In 2019, a woman was awarded $4 million hot water from R. Kelly when she sued him, alleging that she was sexually abused by him. The unidentified woman is also one of R. Kelly's 4 alleged victims in a pending criminal case in Cook County. Stop. Now y'all starting to see the pattern? If the judge would have gave it to her, it would have messed up their case of them trying to convict Robert. So now we see the judges are working together with this situation. It's some very high, powerful people that R. Kelly done pissed off, and he's paying the price for it. And they trying to make sure he goes down by any means fucking necessary. That's where we come into play, to hold up the banner and say, no, Robert didn't do it. Y'all trying to throw these women out here to throw everything off. But if you look at it, as I told y'all, the women are nothing but witnesses for the United States of America. The last time I checked, ain't none of us ever speak to the United States of America. So how can the United States of America bring charges? Let's finish. The woman and the alleged victim both made claims on the $1.5 million and Kelly's royalties account with Sony. The alleged victim's lawyer reached out to Sony on August 17th with a citation to discover assets. Sony acknowledged that they received the citation on August 25th. The attorney for R. Kelly's former landlord, Midwest Commercial Funding, sent an email to Sony's legal department on August 19th, and a citation was acknowledged on August 24th. On November the 30th, Cook County Judge Patrick Hennigan awarded the $1.5 million in royalty to Midwest Commercial Funding. Midwest Commercial Funding was given the award because Sony acknowledged the company's citation before acknowledging R. Kelly's alleged victim, he said. This matter comes down to the timing of service. The judge also ordered Midwest Commercial Funding to keep a lien on Kelly's royalties account. The company will receive any money that comes into the account in the future, the judge adds. Wait a minute. I'm going to read it again. The judge also ordered Midwest Commercial Funding to keep a lien on Kelly's royalties account. The company will receive any money that comes into the account in the future, the judge adds. Okay, so anything that goes to Robert now goes to this company. Why? Robert don't have a lawyer to fight this. The lawyer that was supposed to have been fighting this was Brian Nick, and he never showed up for Heather Williams, nor for this. So Robert automatically lost. So you mean to tell me that Steve Greenberg must be over his head? Because there's no way I'm going to let my client go to the wolves like this. But who knows? Who knows their strategy? So it says Sony is directed and ordered to turn over any sums occurring to Kelly's royalty account in the future, up to the total sum of MCF's judgment of $3.484 million. Once R. Kelly's royalties account clears the debt for what he owes to Midwest Commercial Funding, money will go to R. Kelly's alleged victim until her $4 million award is paid in full. So we talking $7 million right there. No, $8 million, because we're going to round off to the nearest whole number. Just days after the funds were awarded to R. Kelly's former landlord, the alleged victim filed a motion for reconsideration, arguing that Midwest Commercial Funding should take $1 million and leave the rest for the alleged victim. The court's analysis of MCF's lien priority base on emailing it to Sony on August 19, 2020 is an error in the court's previous application of existing law, which merits reconsideration. This is the man nobody want to see. Jeffrey Douchman. He a dog. The woman's attorney wrote in a motion. The victim's lawyer added, they have their building, but my client lost her childhood to a sexual predator. His job is to paint this narrative. And as long as you have somebody like Douchman that's painting narratives like that, you're going to need a dog to go back at Douchman to have him shut the hell up. R. Kelly currently has criminal charges in multiple jurisdictions, from federal indictments in Illinois and New York, accusing him of racketeering, sexual exploitation of children, and child pornography. The singer also has charges of aggravated criminal sexual abuse in Cook County, as well as soliciting a minor and prostitution in Minnesota. He is currently behind bars at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago awaiting trial. So now we got rid of that. Okay, we got rid of that. So now we're going to go to another part where it picks up where that publication left off. This publication picks up. Here it is. So we're going to go there. And I want y'all to see exactly. And before y'all say anything, I want y'all to see. Because that picked off there. Okay, here it is. It picks up right here. Kelly rented the warehouse at 219 North Justine Street from Midwest Commercial Funding until he was evicted in January 2019 over his failure to pay rent. Hold on. So, hold on. Because I'm going to touch on some things. Copy. All right. A highly publicized inspection by the city departments of buildings revealed numerous code violations. The building is for rent and is being renovated according to the rental listing for the property. That's a lie, but I'll let y'all see that. Kelly faces criminal charges across multiple jurisdictions, including federal indictments in Illinois and New York, alleging racketeering, sexual exploitation of children, and child pornography. He also faces charges of aggravated criminal sexual abuse in Cook County and soliciting a minor and prostitution in Minnesota. He is being held at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in the Loop. That's pretty much it. Okay, so now that we out with that, now we come to the part where I'm gonna ask this question to y'all. Now that y'all hear that, hey, Ms. April Showers, glad you here. Now that y'all hear that, what do y'all say? $4 million for a warehouse. Even if he had to do reconstruction throughout the whole building, it still don't add up to $4 million. Especially when I show y'all what y'all about to see. So I want to know, what do y'all think about it so far? What do y'all think about this so far? But while I'm waiting for y'all answers to pop up, I'm going to say this. Don't forget to go holler at my homegirl, Naomi. When you go holler at my girl, and Naomi, she got that gain weight syrup. I'm telling you, she getting her, matter of fact, and she got a website going. Holler at Naomi. That gain weight syrup, I've seen the results. The person was weighing 75 pounds. Now the person weigh 183. Go get the syrup if you want to gain weight, y'all. If you want to gain weight, go ahead. Go get the gain weight syrup, man.
Good evening. Good evening.
Well, damn. What's up?
I got a major question, and this has been bothering me for a minute.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
I noticed, and this piggyback right off of what you're talking about. I noticed that in every blog or channel live, whatever, and I'm rambling for words, that this man owned no property. With the amount of time he had in the industry, why was he still renting?
That's a question that I can't answer. I don't know.
So
I will have to blame that on people around him for having him make bad investments.
But like, it baffles me that this man had allegedly these ailments of not being able to articulate right or read and these things.
No, reading right.
Okay, reading right. Where was somebody's antennas to say, with all this stardom, you need to diversify your portfolio? Like, I just can't see a star this magnitude, him renting a studio. That doesn't even make sense.
Well, I can't answer that. But what I will say is, people he had around him, I would have been pushing him to buy. And when I say people around him, I mean like old managers, and it just seemed like everybody, to me, it just seemed like the managers and everything had a goal to take. That's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like they looked at him as a cash cow, and they played on his disability, which I don't like. They played on his disability.
Like, it's amazing. I'm sitting here like, dude, the amount of stardom, like the houses that you were renting in Atlanta or in these other states, for a cash fee, you could have easily brought them from one of your shows, just like. And these people have you out here just, they just totally misappropriating your funds.
Exactly. And Miss April Showers, shout out to Miss April Showers. If y'all get a chance, please go subscribe and share her page as well. She said, bad management staff, they didn't care about RSK. He should have owned his studio. And I'm gonna be honest, what I'm about to show y'all, it's gonna make a lot of people cry, because it brought a tear to my eye. And I just don't understand. Like, when I looked at this and I looked at how much they sued him for, he been set up all the way around the board, man.
Yeah.
All the way, no way he turned. He's boxed in.
Yeah.
A lot of people not understanding what I'm saying. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. This is what the studio is worth. Now, that's the studio. You see how much it costs? Why is this man paying $4 million when the studio is only appraised for $800,000?
And that's just the building.
Period. $800,000. So let's dive into this. You see right here, it's closed. 219 North Justine Street. This is the studio. They still have his cameras up there. They still have his satellite antenna up there. So let's dive into this a little bit deeper. Because see, and what time is it in Chicago? 7 o'clock? Hold on. I know what to do. Hold on.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes to 8.
All right, hold on.
We're sorry. 7-digit dialing is not permitted. Please hang.
Hold on. 773 862 0200.
Thank you for calling at Properties North Center. We are located at 4100 North Lincoln Avenue in Chicago. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Okay, I'll call tomorrow. But when I'm looking at when I'm looking at the specs, it says property type industrial and community area near West Side. It says remarkable 800,000 square feet, 2-story loft building with bow truss roof that has 40 feet of clear span on the second floor. 4,000 square feet, first floor of lease, which has a fully built out recording studio. Second floor, owner occupied photo studio. Newer everything, including electric, plumbing, and rear drive and door. Great West Loop location, east of Ashland, near Ashland EL stop. Perfect building for owner/user. The details for 219 North Justine Street. Cooling system, central air, ceiling height, 14. Zoning, INDUS. Number of driving doors, 1. Building square feet, 8,000. 8,000. Minimum ceiling height, 12. Maximum ceiling height, 14. Current net income, 29,000. School districts, no data available. Taxes and assessments, $7,256 is left on the taxes. Listing office, Caldwell Banker, commercial NRT. Timeout. So that means that the people from Wisconsin, no, that's right here, and disclaimer, and the data relating to real estate for sale on this website comes in part from the broker reciprocity program of Midwest Real Estate Data, LLC. Real estate listings held by brokerage firms and other than at properties are marked with the broker reciprocity thumbnail, logo, and detailed information about them includes the name of the listing brokers. Okay. So question. It's $1,000 per square feet. Because this is 800,000. So no, it's 100,000 per square feet. Because the square footage is 8,000. And the total cost is 800,000. So you mean to tell me he been there for years? You mean to tell me he didn't pay that 800,000 off so that way he can own this? Something's not right with that.
Can you tell me who getting the current gross income of 29,000?
The current net income. Yeah, you know what? And you're right.
Who getting that?
You're right. And what I'm also seeing is that they sued him for $4 million and they got 1.5 up front so they can come and just have somebody to repaint over it, and then they collect a capital gain while they have somebody come in and pay off what he has already paid. That's called a monopoly. And that's also called illegal practices. Which makes me think that it was bullcrap. Because now, not only is he stuck in that, but what's left for him? Let me see what Ms. April Shower said. Hello there, everyone in the chat. Let me see. Ms. April Shower said something. She said RSK was set up to remove him from history. No money is available. Wow. Even Peebo Bryson had money available when they did what they did to him. Who was the landlord? Sweet Daddy from Good Times? J Rock crazy.
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
I've always heard that, and you say don't ever say names. They say CD is a shady person.
CD.
And
nah, you're gonna have to say the name on that one.
No, Mariah Carey, DMX.
Oh, Clive Davis.
But I realize that some people got more fear than power. Meaning people fear them more than the actual power that they have. So when you got
Hold on, Malik. Hey, Fruit Flavors, I sent it. Check your IG. Go ahead, bro.
That when you have a group of people that fear an individual or individuals, you're able to get them off of their particular game, so to speak. And it just seems like for the longest time, it was a plan implemented against this man. And somewhere somebody asked him to do something, and him may have just nonchalantly said no. And it could have been something as simple as my daughter would like to meet you, or my son is having a birthday party. Can you send a video that says, happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. Somewhere along the lines, something real small and trivial was not done that was asked, and somebody has put this man in the position to where as though once he comes out, it's damn near like he's legally dead, meaning he's on earth, but he's dead because of the damage that has been done. Like you got him entangled up in a whole bunch of situations that's just like unheard of.
Right.
You talking a dude who goes without saying the amount of money he's generated, let alone had this situation not transpired, pardon me, or once it's over with, the amount of revenue that at the drop of a dime, the talk of the town for the last few days on the local radio station is everybody is trying to figure out who is the real king of R&B. And I called Quick and I told Quick, I said, Quick, yo, it's your man, Malik. Listen, dog, by far, you'll never find one, can't find one, can't make one. If you don't agree, hands down, Robert Kelly is the king of R&B. Pardon me, if he died today, nobody would be able to touch that. Everybody wants to say Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown was good for his particular time.
Bobby Brown's the king. Bobby Brown was the king at his time. Robert is the GOAT.
Okay, well, I'll give you Bobby Brown for the king of his time. I'll give you that. But hands down, nobody comes close to R. Kelly. I'm talking landslide. And as much as people don't understand that, we're talking about a person who says he couldn't read and write. And pardon me for saying it this way. Shit, just think if he learned to read and write. Man, it's crazy on what society and the government will do to you if you fail to do one simple thing. And again, we'll never know because he'll probably never say or may not even be looking at it from that aspect. But somewhere along the line, I'm telling you, I bet you $1 to a donut. It was something that was asked that was minute. And he kind of like shrugged it off and they got him. That's how Catherine Pugh got them 3 years in jail.
Man, she deserved more than that.
But no, for those who don't know, she promised the Dorset family who owns Pimlico that they would be able to take the race to Laurel. And when they went back to her to have that conversation, she nonchalantly dismissed them. Get out of here. 48 hours later, they kicked in her goddamn doors. And she put her head down. And somebody told her, you know what happened, right, and why. She didn't realize that that family had that much goddamn power. When all she had to do was figure a way to take the goddamn race to Pimlico, to Laurel. Because they redoing Pimlico, and it's going to take them, I think, 2 years to complete the whole goddamn process. But because she didn't do one simple thing, and she walked around with that get out of here, go on, beat it, forget about it. Yeah. Those words right there cost her 3 years of her life. That's why I say sometimes fear is a mug, man.
Well, I'm going to say this. Clive Davis got both. He got the bread and he got the fear. So, go ahead. No, because I'm about to jump back into reading. So go ahead. All right. Okay. If you look at it, it says the city of Chicago, a municipal corporation plaintiff versus Midwest Commercial Funding LLC. Now, what you have here is corporation versus corporation, but they have labeled themselves as first person people. So it says tenants and occupants' response to city's motion to prohibit use and occupancy of entire premises. This is where the Don Russell thing come in at, I believe. The city argues that conditions at the premises are too dangerous to allow the tenants and occupants to use the building. Yep, this is where Don Russell come into play at. The city first claims that the premises is used as a residence, while tenants denies that he or anyone else in residence at the premises. He agrees that use of the premises as a residence is prohibited in the PMD4 zoning district and has agreed to an order enjoining all tenants and occupants from using the premises as a residence. The city also claims that conditions exist which are too potentially dangerous to allow the tenants to use the building at all until all potentially dangerous conditions have been remedied and all permits necessary to perform this remedial work have been issued. Tenant denies this claim as well. Tenant has already remedied many of the conditions allegedly to be dangerous. Rob fixed the whole place up. The rear wooden stairway has been repaired. The front metal stairs have been inspected and deemed safe, and clothing and debris has been eliminated. Tenant will soon remove any remaining bedding and other incidental personal items remaining at the premises by on or about February the 8th. I'm gonna stop there for a second. If if that was a studio, which it is, and that man lives, eat, breathe out the studio, why can't he have clothes there?
Because what they did was they worded it that way to catch him in the trick bag. Anybody knows that artists of that magnitude fall asleep in the studio, which technically means if he fell asleep, like taking a nap or dozed off, they got him. See, and that's the one thing I was waiting to hear is how they worded what they worded. And they made sure what they did was they caught you in the back door, so to speak. Because let's just say, case in point, you in the studio, right? And we all know that Dana thing is a Lord Hennessy.
Right.
Right. But they say you can't have no alcohol. But you paying your drinks on time and be mindful, it's just you with the Hennessy. It's not nobody else.
Right.
That's kind of like saying that you can't do what you do because you got Hennessy. Now, let's say you don't take Hennessy. You got Remy. What can they say? You said I can't have Hennessy. This ain't Hennessy, this Remy. But see, they like to do the wordplay. And that's always been me and your conversation. Wordplay is an MF. Because, like I said, what artists don't fall asleep in the studio? Especially if you in there for hours on end, and you hit pardon me for saying this way, you hit the brain fart. So your body just be tired, and you may throw your head back for a second.
Look,
like, you put your head back for a second, and you like, you know what? Let me regather my thoughts. And before you know it, you just dozed off. Ain't nobody thinking nothing like
what up, Curtis? But I'm saying what's up to somebody. Go ahead, Malik. Go ahead, finish.
Yeah. Ain't nobody planning on you going to sleep. You just had to doze off because you was mentally drained for a moment. You recharged your battery.
Right.
Or you been in the studio all night. You want to take a little quick shower, change up, go grab something to eat. You know what I mean? Before whatever appointments you got on your agenda. A lot of that be uncalled for. It be totally uncalled for. And my next question is, and you would know more than I do. Hey, yo, isn't Ben Crump from Chicago?
Man, I don't know. That nigga a fraud, bro. That's what I know.
How come he wasn't on this case?
Because he don't deal with this type of stuff. Hell, he don't deal with the stuff he deal with. But look, let's not veer off from this paperwork, bro. Because we got to get this in.
No, get it in. I'm going to say why I said that to you about Ben Crump.
Because we're going to get there at the end of this.
Yeah,
and
it's time with Jesse Jackson.
Right, and we're going to get there at the end of this paperwork. Then it says, tenant has retained an architect and structural engineer to prepare plans for all work necessary to remedy all alleged violations. Tenant expects plans to be submitted within 7 to 10 days and will begin work to make those repairs as soon as possible. Let's see what the next one say.
That don't make sense.
Right. So it says tenant denies that the premises is too dangerous to be used as a recording studio. On the city's insistence, the court has ordered that the hours the premises may be used as a recording studio be limited to 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Impossible. When Robert records, anytime he get a hit, and that could be at any time. But now they want to limit him from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
because somebody can watch him. Those are regular standard business hours, which means anybody could be just patrolling the neighborhood and it wouldn't look like he was being watched.
And then it says, use of the premises as a recording studio is explicitly permitted in the PMD4 zoning district as a communication service establishment, which is defined by the city's zoning code as 1717-0104I, communication services establishment, broadcasting and other information relay services accomplished through use of electronic and telephonic mechanisms. Excludes services classified as major utilities and services and minor utilities. Typical uses include recording studios, television and radio studios, telecommunication services centers, and telegraph services offices. Emphasis added. This order restricting the hours that the recording studio may be used has had the unintended effect of prohibiting tenant this lawful use of property. This adversely affects not only tenants' ability to use the studio and make a living, but also adversely affects others who use the studio, recording engineers, other musicians, security personnel from making a living. See the attached affidavit of Robert S. Kelly. Because tenant has taken action to remove clothing, personal items, debris, and other materials, the city has claimed to create potentially dangerous conditions, retained an architect and engineer to prepare necessary plans to obtain required permits, and agreed to the order enjoining use the premises as a residence. Tenant asks that this court to 1. Deny the city's motions to prohibit all use of the premises until permits are issued and work is completed. 2. Amend its January 22nd, 2019 order to remove any restriction on the hours which the recording studio may be used. And 3. For any other relief this court deems just and appropriate. Hold on. And yep, that's the final part of that.
So I got a question. How many
hold up. So with that being said, Nicole, I would love for more people to come join the panel or call in. I would love for more people to join the panel or call in. Curtis, my man, glad to see you back. So we have $4 million to a studio that's only $800,000. Curtis Williams said Don Crump was a crook. I'm so happy he got exposed, but sad for RSK because this is the essence of everything he's going through. Exactly. Hey, Maria. Jump on the panel, y'all. That's what I say. Hold on. Jump on the panel or call in. That's what it's for. So this is just part one. Because if I go all the way through all 12 documents, we'll be here all night. This part one, and tomorrow evening, and we're going to do part two. Hold on, let's see what this is. Okay. Kurt.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, bro?
Is Kip with you? Is that Kip with you?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Tell him, well, whoever else is on there, tell him what's up, too.
That's Malik.
Oh, Malik? All right, what's up?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, I've been a little bit out of the loop, but I've watched a little bit just to see, everything that's been happening, because I've been dealing with, with discovering my family and everything like that. It's been all good.
Right.
And, like I just said in the comment, I'm glad that Mr. Crumple got exposed. But
right.
I'm sad for Rob because at the end of the day, this is what he goes through. This is what he's been going through these last 2.5 years. And we need to, you know what I mean? And I know you've been doing it. Roll our sleeves and do what we need to do for R. Kelly.
Right.
This is what this is about. You know what I mean? If nothing else, this should wake us up to realize, yo, what he's dealing with and make this about vindicating him.
That's facts. And the thing is, we can be next.
They want us to be next.
I agree.
They want us to be next. But at the end of the day, we got someone that's on our side that knows that, you know what I mean, that R. Kelly is suffering for the wrong reasons. And we need to, you know what I mean, do everything we need to do. Give the defense fund, all of it. I've still been giving the defense fund, even with me stepping aside for a minute because of all the crazy drama that's been going on and just watching who's who. Who's, you know what I mean, for Robert, who's not for him.
Right. So question, have your defense fund money been, because you know the ops said that that's not legit.
Yeah, right. They've been saying that for years. They've been saying that ever since it came because they're jealous of the fact that they know that they're not real. That's what it comes down to. They know that they're only doing this to promote their own platforms. They don't care about the vindication of Robert Kelly. They know that. And so the defense fund is exposed their intentions and motives.
Facts.
And that's that, as long with the fact that I support Robert Kelly's innocence, is why I've been given to the defense fund. And we'll continue to.
Right. And have you got a postcard or anything?
No, I get like receipts that let me know that it's been given, that it was given to Doug Anton where it's supposed to be.
Right. Facts.
That's, you know what I mean? That's what you get every time you donate to PayPal. Every time.
Can ain't nothing come back shaky and it went to the same email the same time, right?
No. Because if it was, I wouldn't be given to it. Robert Kelly needs all the money he needs for his defense. That's a fact.
Facts. And we looking at where his money is going to be tied up at. And then the second thing is this, and what people don't know is when you give to the Western Union,
right,
everything that's left over, it goes to his debt.
Right. It's going to Drea.
No, as we read, ain't nothing going to Drea right now. It's going to this guy, but that owns the old studio, and then it's going to Heather Williams.
And that's another thing that kills me. That just lets you know what this is all about. She's supposed to be a quote-unquote victim, and look what she doing.
She going around promoting that she like giving head.
If people don't see the setup on all this, then they're in delusion land. Point blank.
But I just had a brain thought, and for this man to not have no paper, why the feds ain't closed this case out?
Because they opened it and they keeping it open.
Right, but you do know that the feds are out for money. Like when they keep your case open, their goal is to bleed you of your paper. So when you go sit down, you have no paper. So if you have all this federal evidence, you might as well go ahead and go forward now because there's no more money you're going to get from him because technically he has none. And if your case is that concrete, he can't beat it.
Is the case that concrete?
And that's why I'm saying, as I sat here and thought about it, this is more of a state beef. And the Fed stepped in to hold it, to give the state enough time to do something. And it looks like the state dragging their feet because, again, the federal government trumps.
You don't have anything on Rob.
Yeah. And if the feds had a case, they would go ahead and get this over with.
Facts.
It's been, 2.5 years?
But you know what I'm thinking? And I might be reaching.
They use the whole right to a speedy trial to try and railroad people. So if they're delaying stuff, it's because they don't have anything.
Well, I know Chicago feds wanted to go now. And
right. So you saying it's New York?
And New York just said that they are willing to go forth. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking with all the stuff that's going on, they not only are they coming for Rob, but I'm thinking that they want to get the people that's around him that's doing all the crazy stuff, hoping they can get bigger connections elsewhere.
Right.
And see, and I never thought about that. Just like with this Don Russell situation, they couldn't. One man can't be a RICO. So that's
Right.
where after Don Russell met with them, they insert Don Russell in to create things. And when people, as far as the brotherhood, wouldn't talk to Don Russell or deal with Don Russell, then you see the Michael Williams, then you see the Richard R. line, then you see the Dr. Rices in them. So Don Russell was brought in to fulfill the RICO to keep Robert.
So that's why they call themselves the enterprise and everything.
There you go.
So my question to you is,
wow.
What do you mean by one person can't be a RICO?
Because first thing, a RICO have to be an establishment.
And it's an organization.
Right, an establishment or organization of at least 4 or more. Right?
Right.
So they held R. Kelly on RICO charges and then said that he was running an enterprise.
Right, because he had the money.
Right, but they couldn't prove nobody else was being an enterprise. So what they did was they inserted Don Russell.
Right. And what they want to do is make Robert Kelly the face of it all.
Right.
You know, like the fall guy of all of it all.
Right.
So then they can get the money. This is what this has always been about.
Right. Right.
If they really cared about getting the face of a quote unquote organization, they would went after Barry Hankerson.
Right. And the thing is, when they inserted Don Russell into the situation, right? When they inserted Don Russell into the situation, Don Russell's job was to go and find out who's the money man, get dirt on Robert. And when nobody was willing to talk with him, then like once again, and you have Michael Williams. His first plea, and this is what I tell everybody, his first plea was not guilty. Okay, if they have you on camera running from the house on fire, and they got all your track logs and everything, why are you pleading not guilty? 9 times out of 10, he knows some dirt on somebody and he's about to snitch.
Right.
However, it got back to him like, yo, we can give you a lesser sentence, but we need to make you part of this RICO so we can get who we here for. That's why you got Richard R. who took a plea before they even publicly sentenced him and before they judicially accused him. He's never got a judicial accused. They put his name in an arrest warrant and he pleaded out immediately.
How and what did he plead out to?
Guilty.
How much time did they give him?
Huh?
How much time did they give him?
Nobody knows.
See, this is the part.
But wait, Malik. Hold on, wait. But what they saying is Michael Williams, he can get 5 years. Wait, you travel cross state lines. You are looking up explosives. You have an igniter. You blow up one and you tried to blow up the house and it was kids involved. It was kids in the house. That's more than 5 years, Malik.
Okay. Now, I'm going to take you back to 1994.
Let's talk.
In Baltimore was a family called the Dawson family.
The Dawson family, right.
Right. I think, if memory serves me correct,
right over on Preston.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think the dude who did that got 40-some years.
48 years plus an extra 12, and for 48 years plus the extra 12, and for every kid, and that was 5 kids.
Okay. Now, the one thing, and didn't want to rehash on that. See, the thing about the dude taking the plea, once you take a plea with the feds,
and he took a plea,
right? So now they can't go back on what he took the plea on,
right?
See, he covering his own tracks.
But see, watch this. Michael Williams took a plea. Not only are they talking 5 years, but they also dropped the charge.
So now the 5 years come off the table.
Exactly.
See, that's what I'm saying to you. See,
that's some dirty crap right there, bros.
When
watch this though. Watch this. Robert don't have no connection to none of them.
Damn.
Don Russell the only one that got connections to A.R. Rich.
Now,
Kevin Terrell.
Watch this.
Michael Williams.
Watch this. Remember, I used to always say this to you. It ain't what it is, it's what it looked like.
Right.
And that's why I'm saying to you, that's the reason why he's on a one-man RICO. He got the celebrity status, he got the bread, he got the access to any type of traveling or whatever you need. So
he don't.
It looks as if he the brains of the operation.
But look, here's where the hiccup come in.
But he's had crooks around him to do the stuff that they've been doing, and now they're pushing R. Kelly so that they can hide their dirt. That's what this is all about. And of course, making the money. You know what I mean? So again, we know that Robert Kelly is innocent. We got to do everything we can to vindicate him. So I'm going to get off this phone so other people can call, but I want to call on this because I'm happy that Don Russell got exposed. Sad for Rob, but happy Don, because you've been saying it the whole time, and I always felt some kind of way. The first time I ever heard him speak, I knew something wasn't right about him.
Right.
Now, I don't know enough about the dude Don Russell.
All right, Kurt.
Can I ask a question, Dana?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is he smart enough to play it like he got exposed when in all actuality,
no,
that's the cards he playing?
No, that's the cards he playing. He's still lying and everything, and it's getting to the point now where the family is coming on and talking about how much the dude has been lying and stealing and stuff like that.
That's why I said I've heard his name numerous times. I didn't have enough. But, sometimes a person can hit you with the 52 fake out.
Exactly. So that leads me to here, Emily. So now what's going on is that Don Russell, and at first I couldn't understand, like, why is he going to R. Kelly fans? It makes sense. Because if he can make himself look like he's been in this man's life for a while, then the fans can say, okay, Robert is making him do this. So now it's up to the fans. To help the defense team draw that wedge in between Don Russell and his followers versus Robert Kelly fans and friends and supporters and family. And the problem is a lot of people is mingled. A lot of R. Kelly real supporters and real fans are mingled up and caught up with the Don Russell fans, and they stuck and they don't know which way they go.
Well, what you're going to have is you're going to always have that no matter what. I see my man shady, but I'm going to ride with my man. You're always going to have that one or two people who going to go through hell with the dude and then on the last minute be like, damn, I actually saw that he was blah, 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 boom, 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 woo, woo, woo. But what you got to be mindful of is it's one person who can say one thing and everything will be crystal clear on just what went down, how it went down, why it went down, and they out there. It's one person. maybe two people. You know what I'm saying? It's one person who just sitting and watching Don Russell play his hand. He watching the real folks, or he or she. Let me just say, it's a person somewhere who's watching these people either be genuine and true, or money hungry, backstabbing other people. And long story thin, they're gonna say something, and what they're gonna say is one word, and that one word is gonna clarify the real from the fake, the fraudulent from the real, and he gonna walk out of that courtroom and be gone with it. It's gonna be over. But mark my words, because see, he's been quiet now. You haven't heard about no incidents in jail, no ingrown toenail, or he need a phone call for this. You haven't heard anything from him in a while. And I'm not trying to be an asshole about it, but he been real quiet. So if you've ever been incarcerated, when you get that quiet, you doing what Ghostface said. Every evening, you have a by myself meeting. And in that meeting, the only person that can talk you out of what you thinking, how you planning, and your moves is you. So every evening he having this meeting, and he put it together. He just waiting. He waiting. You know what I'm saying? He's becoming more deadlier by the day, so to speak. Because the longer he stay balled up, meaning don't speak, and you don't hear nothing, when he gonna go.
What a thing is this right here. And on top of that, and that's true. Another thing is Don Russell have stolen a great deal of R. Kelly personal belongings. I've been yelling it for a while. I put it out there. At the end of the day, I had some people like, well, Dana, how you know? Don't worry about how I knew. Just know that I knew. Just know that when I found out, I went gun ho and I ain't let up. So at the end of the day, now what you have is you have Don Russell's friends and the ones that people was thinking they were for R. Kelly, but they pretty much exposing themselves. And just like I told people, stop, think, watch. I'm going to show you. The minute I attack Don Russell, the minute anybody attack Don Russell, watch who attack the people that attack Don Russell. That's when you know who's holding the gate line for Don Russell. I told everybody it's called Art of War. So Don Russell ain't gonna never attack me directly first. He gonna send his cronies to try to soften me up and then get their information, and then he would try. On top of that, just watch who his front line is. And I'm ashamed to say it. A couple pieces of his front line, I took them to see Robert. I took them to meet Robert. I made sure it was okay. So I got stabbed in the back. So now it's like, oh, Dana's an asshole. No, I'm not an asshole. I'm just being the renegade that I should have been from the jump.
So you got folks on here got Grammys on their wall now and Moon Man and
it's a lot.
Yo, you dudes is crazy, man.
It's a lot.
You folks and Don Russell, for real. If that's how you carrying a person who welcomed you into his circle, and I'm gonna be 100 with you, be 100. When this all over, if he don't punch you in your mouth, I pray not to ever see you. I'm punching you in your mouth my damn self. Yo, you a whole sucker for that, yo. Yo, if you kick a man that's down, you don't get no points on that, yo. You let that man back up, and y'all keep knocking it out. But once he down, B. Cut him up. The object is not to stomp somebody out. The object is fisticuffs. Y'all shake hands when it's over, be men about the situation, and go about your lives. But yo, if you carrying it that dirty and that grimy to where you taking that man artifacts and things he worked hard for, and you just did whatever with him, upon sight, yo, if he don't punch you in your mouth, I promise you, if I ever see you, I'm gonna punch you in your motherfucking mouth. So that's the lowest thing you could do, yo. That's the lowest. You're the lowest form of man, yo. Come on, man. This man is down and out fighting for his life, and all he has is whatever he had is some relics that may not necessarily mean the world to him, but he accomplished them. And you just take his treasures and be like, because he can't put his hands on you directly. Or one day in the basketball game, he said, "Do you get the fuck out the gym and you got your motherfucking feelings on your sleeve like Carl Thomas?" Come on, man.
Well, his thing is now, I don't want Rob out. Rob is what, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna replay something, right? Something from last night. And I want you to give me your honest to God feelings about this, because I haven't said nothing publicly, but I've watched people that support Don, that claim they support Rob, go at Robert's brother. Go at Robert's brother. So hold on, we're gonna look at this real quick.
First-hand information, right? I think on the phone. So we're not gonna be anything. We're not gonna get into that. How about the verdict? I reached out to a couple of 5-starters of mine and let them know, hey, we're going to be real chill. We're going to be respectful. We're going to try to do something that other channels, they just can't do.
Shout out to Grown Little Boy for having this interview. This is his content. It's not mine. So if you want to, boast up anything, this is not on me. This is something that he conducted. That's my declaration to this.
His family and his kids, I'm glad you are here. How many I got in here?
Can you hear Malik?
Yeah.
All right.
How did y'all? What do y'all think about the verdict?
Hold on.
Shit. Hold on 1 second.
What did you send me? Nothing came through.
I sent it to him.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Bruce. Yeah. How you doing, brother? Can you hear me? Can you hear me pretty good? I can hear you just fine, man. Okay. We're on the Grown Little Boy show, and I'm happy to have you here. I appreciate you for having me, man. Man, I understand. All of us are children of God, and we all out of here. Some of us fall short. Some of us, life come at you fast. I want to make sure that they can hear you. Can you guys hear in the chat? Okay. Yeah, you sound like you're cracking up a little bit though. Who, me? Yeah. No, I think I'm pretty good. Can you hear me? Can you hear me though?
I think that might be your headphones. No. Because I muted my phone.
Okay, I can hear that. I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
You crystal clear. It's
okay.
You just I don't know.
Larry, are you hearing okay?
I'm hearing fine. Okay.
Bruce, I'm thinking something may be crackling on your end.
Okay, give me a hot second.
Maybe not use the headphones, just talking to the phone. Possibly.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
That sounds much better.
I think they can hear you. Sound much better though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Sharon Wimbush for facilitating this, and shout out to Bruce Kelly.
Okay, Bruce, we did an interview yesterday. I did a live yesterday, and the live was about your brother's stuff moved around, scattered around without his permission. And I think that the live went pretty good, but I didn't have no meat on the bones. I didn't have no, and coming from me with my position, a lot of people, they didn't believe me. So I was, happy that we could get in touch with each other so you can kind of clear up some things, about this guy, because this guy's been running around. He's saying he's a brother manager and he got all of this stuff, and I kind of want you to, pretty much explain to the people, because, your life for the past 3 years is pretty much played out on TV. So, we don't know the story from when you was incarcerated to when you came out. Could you kind of tell us the how you met Don Russell? How did that happen?
Well, first of all, Don Russell and Rob, they came to know one another a long time ago in the subways. Robert, of course, he did his his music and stuff down in the subways.
Bruce, you can't confirm that story. You only heard what Don told you. You've never verified that with Robert, so you can't even tell that version.
No, but
his associate. Just tell them when they contacted you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was locked up myself.
Okay.
I got a letter from Don's mom. I was incarcerated in Shawnee. She explained to me that he was someone who was working with my brother, who she knows him, and her son knows him. And she went on to tell me that they were
my phone just died.
Time ago.
Phone died.
From the subways. But they weren't acquainted until they later got acquainted in 2018. From a long time ago up to 2018, they had not been in contact with each other. So from that time, the subways up in 2018 is when they got reacquainted. Okay. Supposedly, John showed Rob a few things as far as that some wrong was being done to him and so forth. And that's how they kind of got, reacquainted, showing Rob some things and stuff. But as far as Tom being Robert's manager, that's way off the key. He's never been a manager of Rob. I've been working with Rob since he started. And I can tell you who his managers were, and it certainly was not him. Okay, so the things that that they told me, well, June, as far as talking with me when I was locked up, she went on to tell me that I should come there to parole. Because a situation had occurred with my cousin. I was supposed to go there, and I was unable to. So when she found that out, she told me, well, why don't you come here? I own this place. And I thought that was kind of, fresh. These people don't know me from Adam or Eve. Stay at your house, parole there from prison.
Right.
Okay, I thought that, even when she told me that, I thought right then, there's something behind this. But, of course, I want to get out, so I agreed, yeah, I'll come there. And that's what I did. I paroled there. And, from the very beginning, me meeting Don's mom, I thought at the time she was pretty cool, and she seemed to be, on Robert's side as far as helping him. And I talked to Don, and he seemed like he was on the same page as far as helping him. But at the same time, I'm thinking it's something in this for them.
Right.
Not just that, they want to help somebody, but it's got to be something else.
Right.
So as time went on, they didn't want me talking to nobody. Sharon wanted to contact me. They told her, no, it's not ready. Now, I didn't know anything about this.
Right.
I didn't know that she wanted to contact me and stuff like that. But from what I do understand, they did not want me to contact her. They wanted to shell me.
Right.
But of course, when things start happening and I start doing little videos and
You
stuff.
You're breaking up a little bit, Bruce.
I'm breaking up?
Yeah, a little bit. You're breaking up.
Okay. What about now?
Okay, it seems like it's fine.
Okay.
Hello? Hello? Okay, they'll call back. Give it a second. So we'll see how it goes. We'll wait on them to, okay, here we go. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
If the call dropped.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you? Okay, we can hear you.
If the volume is, let me see. Okay, can
Yeah.
you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay, now it's perfect. Okay, they can hear you.
Okay.
You can go ahead. They can hear you.
Okay. Where was I?
You was talking about you got out and you could tell that it was something went right. Something
Right.
just went right.
Okay, like I say, I started. June had asked me to. I had did something on Facebook, and she told me, why would I do that, and don't do that, and this and that. And first of all, I'm a 55-year-old man, and you're telling me
okay, now
what
you're
to
going.
say.
Now I don't know what you did, but now it's going. Are you moving?
Yeah, it's doing this. No, I'm not moving. It's doing the same thing as you.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me do this.
Okay.
How about now?
Okay, perfect.
Okay, great. Like I said, first of all, I'm a 55-year-old man, and you're telling me what to say, what not to say. I think I had a game on Facebook, and she told me, why would I do that, and this and that, and I was really kind of taken aback that she would be telling me what to do and what not to do on Facebook when it was just a game. And she tied that in with, my brother and all this, and I kind of got upset. And she asked me, will I talk to Sharon? And I said, okay, that's fine. She introduced me to Sharon over the phone, and we talked. And at this time, Robert had got jumped on in the MCC.
Right.
And Sharon suggested that I do a video asking his supporters, please don't protest in front of the MCC because it's harming Rob more so than helping him.
Right.
Which made a bunch of sense to me. So I did a video and we posted it. I think we posted it to your page, right, Sharon? Hello?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we posted it to her page, and we got some good reviews, and of course we got some reviews from people who were just haters. Right. Best, I'm sorry. Say again?
Y'all said right. I remember that. I remember when that happened.
Right. So, I thought it was a good start. And again, I didn't demand, anybody to do anything. I asked them, if you're a true supporter of Robert, please don't put the FCC, because the guys are getting mad, they take it out on Robert. Right. And I don't want my brother getting hurt.
Right.
So, again, it went over kind of well. But still, from there, Sharon and I, we talk to one another, and we start coming up with different things and so forth. Videos and stuff, just letting people know that I am on my brother's side, regardless of what people think. I love my brother, and it doesn't matter, what you think of me as far as what I've done in the past. We're human beings, and brothers get into it just like any other family. It doesn't matter that Robert is he's a star, but he's still a human being, just as I'm a human being.
Right.
Brothers go through things. But me, I don't love my brother. I love my brother very much, and I'll do almost anything to make sure that he's okay. But to me, coming from their side, it was more than just they wanted to help him. There was something monetarily in it.
Right.
That mentioned to me a couple of times that in 2018 they did some shows and so forth, and they went out on the road. I think he used his credit card to pay for some rooms.
Right.
And he didn't get reimbursed.
Right.
So Robert owes me money. Okay, that was that. But he was constantly asking, what am I doing? Especially when it was involving.
Now y'all heard Bruce say, and he was living with Don Russell and his mama, that Don Russell was saying that Robert owes him money. Shout out to Curtis. Thank you so much, Curtis Williams, for the support. But you hear him say that Robert owed him money. Let's finish.
Sharon, right? What is she doing? What is she trying to do? And and you need to step back and just worry about what I'm going to do. And I told him, I said, for one thing, Robert is my brother.
Right.
You cannot tell me to don't do this and don't do that.
Right.
I feel like I'm trying to help him, and you're not going to sit up and monitor everything that I do and tell me what I can and what I can't do.
Right.
Because it started to seem like to me that, what I was doing was interfering in what he's trying to do. He didn't want anything that I was doing to overshadow what he's doing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
What do you so you think he had a plan? He had something that he was trying to do. You just didn't know it yet, or he told you, or like?
Oh, absolutely. He had a plan. Yeah, he definitely had a plan. He didn't come out with the plan right away, because at that time, my younger brother and I, Terry, I was going out to his house and we were doing music and so forth, and we were planning on doing a family documentary.
Right.
And he was very concerned with this documentary.
Right.
Because as he explained to me, he was getting ready to do a documentary, and you know, that's really all he was concerned about is the documentary that she was getting ready to do.
Right.
So, you know, whatever me and Kerry was thinking about doing, you know, scratch that, so to speak.
Right.
And at that time, we had begun shooting. We had the documentary and so forth. And he was very concerned about, you know, he was concerned about it. He wanted to know who's going to back it, who's the for. You know, you guys should let me, you know, manage it and all this stuff. Which, this is something that Kerry and I had talked about, you know, among ourselves. We didn't plan on anybody like Don having anything to do with it. You know,
because you didn't even know Don. You know, you didn't even know Don. But Bruce, remember when you got paroled, the arrangement was for your one room in Don's apartment, you needed to do work for them like shelves and, you know, doing all that manual labor, which I felt was taking you away from helping Robert because they had you working many hours a day.
Yeah.
And that's what you and I talked about.
Yeah. Absolutely. There were things around the house that needed to be done. They were having work done on things and stuff, and yeah, I did agree to do some manual labor and stuff, which I did. You know, and I, you know, even though I did this, you know, I didn't have any property, you know, or a key to get in or anything like that. You know, every time I looked up, Jimmy was in the apartment.
In your apartment?
In there.
In your apartment downstairs?
Jimmy's apartment was upstairs, Dawn's is downstairs. But she can get in at any time and she was she needed to. A lot of times she would tiptoe and just be like anything. I remember that. I looked up and there she is.
I'm just remembering the times that Bruce used to tell me that, and we would be cracking up loud.
What was he saying? Was she popped up? Like, what is he saying?
Because Bruce can do her voice really well. Do it, Bruce.
I didn't come on and do more impersonations.
Okay, maybe that was outside the joke. Okay, go on.
Impersonating people. They typically, you know, I would walk down, you know, and she tickled me a lot, you know, with the way she talked and stuff. She's always talking about Don and how he, you know, he was a tap dancer. You know,
time out, bro. Time out. Did you just say tap dancer?
You could have thought that he was very harmless. You know, you would have thought that he taking us out the subway, you know, you know, you know, I never heard of Dr. Ruff as a tap dancer. You know, everybody else telling me the story about Don Ruff the tap dancer. And I was oh my God, he was a 10, you know. But, that's you know, when someone comes up and is doing something they think is real. The tap dancer song occurs that, you know, to me, I mean, they didn't get anywhere tap dancing. You know, nobody ever heard of him as tap dancer. You know, some of his tap dancer crew. You know, but, you know, Like I said, every time she would bring it up, I would just cringe, you know, because I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it about the tap dance.
Right.
Anyway,
You're kind of going in and out a little bit.
Yeah, so one thing led to another. I was, you know, like I said, I was going out to my brother Terry's house, and we were, you know, doing our music and so forth. And every time I would come back to the to their apartment, to their place, June would be interested in hearing what we done, you know, and she would always ask me a lot of questions like, now what's this for? And what are you gonna do with this? You know, no matter what it was, you know, the music that we done, she was interested in knowing exactly what it's for, you know. Again, and now I know that everything that I have told her, when she went back upstairs, she called Don and told him.
Right.
You know, to keep them abreast of the moves that I was making.
Right.
You know, so a lot of times he would, you know, call me and, you know, say things and stuff like, you know, what's going on? What's been happening? What are you doing? And, you know, and all this and stuff. And I would tell him, no, I'm just, you know, me and Terry, we put together some things. And he, you know, the bottom line is he was worried about what I was doing because he wanted to make moves with me. And as long as I had the mindset that I'm set on doing things the way that we're going to do it because this is what we want to do. But I couldn't do that and do what he wanted me to do too.
Right.
You see, so then out of nowhere, one day, June grabbed me by my hand and she took me over to a box in the dining room and she said, look in there. And so I opened up the box and it was probably 1,000 CDs.
Right.
CDs, DAT tapes, photo albums of Robert and his kids and his wife. And these pictures I remember because I remember seeing them at the house in Olympia Fields. Because I looked out there and everything, and I remember seeing everything that was in that box. And that wasn't the only box. It was several boxes and stuff, and these boxes were filled with CDs that it was music that I had never heard before, you know. And Robert has a lot of music that has never been released, never been put out there, anything.
So what you're telling me is, Don, you came home one day and Don, your boxes, and Don is in possession of all R. Kelly things, pictures and stuff from the Olympia Fields house.
Yes, exactly. Well, I'm not saying from the house, but they came from the storage facility.
Right.
It came from the storage facility, and when he got there, he started talking to me about the feeds going out to the Olympia Field, to the storage facilities. And ransacking the place, looking for different things and so forth. And he felt necessary to go out there and take into his possession Robert's masters. His masters.
Wow.
And, at first, when he was telling me, I'm thinking he's going to tell me that Robert gave him permission. But Robert had no idea that he had his masters in his possession.
Right.
You know.
So after the government raided the storage, he went out there after them because I'm pretty sure he didn't have the address or know if it was a warehouse. But after the feds raided the storage, then he went out there and took a whole bunch of shit out of there that he ain't have no business going out there and taking.
Exactly. He had no earthly business going out there and taking Robert's masters. Period. No one gave him the permission to do that. He's not qualified to handle such material as Robert Masters. He's no manager. He has nothing to do with the industry. He's a tap dance. He doesn't know what to do with the masters, and after a while, I was in touch with my brother's friend, Keith.
Right.
Okay. And I talked to Keith. And I wanted to know, did he know? If, Robert knew about Don being in possession of these masters.
Right.
Keith told me, hell no. Robert don't know nothing about him taking possession of his master.
Right.
So, and I'm like, well, you need to let him know. Because this dude is in possession of Robert's masters, his pictures of his kids, his wife, a lot of personal things, and I'm pretty sure that Robert wouldn't want him being in possession of them.
Right.
Who are you? You just met Robert, and you feel you have enough audacity to take possession of my brother's materials like that.
Wow.
And then next to me, I'm like, I'm a nobody. I'm Robert's brother. I'm his oldest brother. And, he talks to me like he knows more than you know. Are you serious? You just got back acquainted with him in 2018. I've been on the road with him all around the world with him. And I know a lot. I'll be going back before tour and tell you things.
Right.
But my main concern then was Robert's masters and the music that he was in possession of, in which he had no business being in possession of any of that stuff.
Wow.
What did he do?
What did he do with it? Like, what was he saying? Like, what was his plan? Did he ever tell you his plan, or he just synced his stuff there and then his stuff was gone?
Well, he was telling me, and which was a lie. I found out to be was a lie that he had some type of deal going that was going to generate a lot of money so they could get more attorneys for Rob. And they needed to get a hold of $500,000 to start.
Right.
And he didn't tell me exactly what the plan was, but there was a plan. And so to speak, Robert was aware of this. Said he already signed off for the attorneys and everything.
That's a lie.
And then go ahead.
Yeah, that's not true. He lied.
Oh, absolutely. I know it wasn't true. I called and talked to Keith, but Don would ask me, have you talked to Keith? I would tell him no, he's not answering his phone.
Right.
So because he thought he wasn't answering his phone for me, he thought that he could just tell me anything.
Right.
Well, Robert knows, Keith knows, this, that, all this stuff. Then I would call and talk to Keith and say, what's going on? You guys playing on this, playing on that? And he'd be like, no, where'd you get that from? And I'd be like, well, Don said that you guys know everything is a go and all that. He would be like, no, I don't even answer his calls. Robert.
Hold on, say that again. He said that Keith said he don't even answer Don calls per Robert.
He wasn't even answering his calls. You know, Robert. You know, I think that was around the time when he had gotten arrested for making terroristic threats.
Right.
To people that were going to be involved in that showing.
Right.
The lifetime showing of Surviving R. Kelly.
Right.
You know, Robert heard about that. He backed off from him. So keep the back off.
Right.
You know, in which I can understand that. You know. So, but he was still talking to me like everything was A-okay. I mean, lying to me to my face. And I played it off like, oh, okay. Okay.
What did Kerry think? What did he think? I know you told him. It's your brother.
Yeah, you know, I told Kerry, at first he was really like, he got Robert's masters and this and stuff. He acted like he was concerned and all this and stuff, but you know, this is a whole other flip side to this, man.
I get it. I get it.
The other flip side, you know, in which, you know, I, you know, talked to Kerry, you know, as a brother, and I trusted that he wanted to, you know, be involved in helping Rob, you know, and, you know, to me, you know, he was saying that, yeah, he wanted to do that. He wanted to do this, that, and the other and stuff, but his actions just was not matching what was coming out of his mouth.
I get it. I understand.
You know, I was nowhere around when Kerry did all the interviews and, you know, the blogs with different bloggers and so forth, where he was talking about Robert. I was nowhere around. I wasn't holding his hand, didn't lead him, guide him, none of that. But now that I'm out, he knows that I wasn't going to be involved in any of that.
Right.
I didn't go in the cascades because I see how he was talking about my brother.
I understand.
This is my brother I grew up with and I love him dearly. Why would I want to go on a show with a person who's talking about my brother like a dog?
Bruce, I'm fair though. I'm fair. Like I you know, but I try to be fair. I'm real fair, you know. But I do understand that that's your brother and you love your brother, regardless of any. If he had blew up everybody, it's still your brother at the end of the day. At the very end of the day, that's your brother, and that's your brother's stuff. And you have legality to that stuff. You could take his ass to court. You could put his ass in jail. That's your brother. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna talk to you offline about it. I'm gonna talk to Miss Sharon about it. I got a lot, you know, I'm from Chicago. I got a lot of pull in Chicago. I know a lot of people. You know, I live in Las Vegas now, but from Chicago, I know a lot of people. So how did you guys come to closure? I'm guessing he moved the stuff out of your sight once you told him that you were with whatever he was trying to do, and he moved it. Has he ever reached out to you or reached back out to you or mentioned your brother's stuff or where it was? Did he tell you where he was going to put it?
Well, he told me, and he showed me the picture of the masters. They were in some type of U-Haul truck. Okay. I mean, it looks like probably it was all of them, which was probably over 500 masters, you know, or more.
Wow.
Okay, they were in a truck, and from what I understood, they were in California. Okay. Now, he took
the stuff out of the storage to his mama house, and then he moved it to California.
The masters are in California, from what I understood, from what he told me. But those boxes and stuff of Robert's personal stuff and the CDs and DAT tapes and stuff that he had in those boxes are in his house on the west side of Chicago. Okay. There was a CD in his truck. He has a Audi truck, and there was a CD in it that had the song "I Admit," and the rest of the album that "I Admit" was on. Okay, I took the CD out that truck, and I made a copy on my computer, and I sent it to my phone. Okay, so it's on my phone. And I gave a copy of that to my brother Kerry. Okay? Right. That's what I did. I wanted to hear my brother's stuff, just as he's listening to it and able to listen to it, I wanted to be able to listen to it too. Wow. That's my brother's music. I've been going to the studio with Robert for ages. And just being around him and his music, you know, I felt like listening to his music, I was close to him.
So
okay.
Let me ask you a question. He had something asking. He had a lot of stuff, and he moved it to California. Did he have to take several trips?
I have no idea, because what he showed me was just the picture. He didn't tell me how many trips he took to get what he got and how he got it there and all that and stuff. He just told me it was there.
Okay.
And he had planned on bringing it back to Chicago, in which I doubt that he brought it back, especially after what went down with he and I and my brother at his house, which caused him to put me out. Now he's running around now saying that I stole things and all this and stuff. You know, the original thing that I stole was the CD.
That's not stealing. That's your brother's shit. That's your brother's shit.
I told him, yeah, I took it. I did. Yes, I did.
Should have took every damn thing. Kicked his ass too. You know what I mean? That's your brother's stuff. It's not his stuff.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly what I told him. That's my brother's stuff. That's why I took it, because I wanted to be able to hear my brother's stuff. You, on the other hand, is another story. You went in a storage facility and you took his masters without his permission. That's theft. That's grand larceny.
That's grand larceny. That's exactly what that is.
For you to take Robert's masters and no one told you to do that. What you're talking about, I took some music that's my brother's. I don't have a right to that, but you got a right to his masters. You a new kind of fool.
Well, I think that the government, when they went into that storage, they had to take an overall inventory, and then they had to account for what they took out, and no one else had permission in there. So exactly how they left that storage is what it should be. If it was a theft that happened after a raid, I don't know. I'm gonna look into that. That's something that I could easily look into, and I am gonna look into it. Man, so what happened in closing out? What happened? What was the fallout between you, your brother, and him? The reason why he told you had to leave?
Well, I'm saying like this. He was supposed to have this plan that he was going to take music of Robert that has never been released, and he had a website that was going to be called Chaos Nation. Okay, where he was going to have this music on Chaos Nation and present it to people overseas. Because, you know, of course, you got Me Too and Time's Up and New R. Kelly here in the United States that's pretty much standing on Robert's neck when it comes to his music.
Right.
It's not like that overseas. So he figured he could put this website out and sell music overseas to get this money up for, for Robert's attorneys and stuff like that, and also generate other monies as well. Now, I to a certain extent, I was going along with this because I wanted to know how far this guy was going to go. That's one reason why I got my own equipment and everything. He had did the same thing to the studio in the basement. While he was doing it, I was building the studio in my room. You know?
I feel you. I understand.
So, like I told Kerry, we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're going to do what we're supposed to do. He wanted us to do documentaries with him and all that. No, we're going to do our own shit. That's why I was adamant about getting the equipment and all this and stuff, like I told Kerry. But, this is a whole nother story. We probably need a whole nother 2, 3, 4 days for me to even explain all the things that went on.
Well, we got time. We don't got to do it all right now. We don't have to do it all right now. Miss Sharon got my number. Can always come back. Like I'm very, very fair and biased. I believe everything you said. You don't have to worry about people bashing you over here. None of that. I really
don't care about that. I don't care about the bashing because when I'm talking the truth.
Right.
I don't have to make stuff up.
Right.
But on the other hand, I don't understand why, this hurt me to the core of my soul that my own brother, he threw me under the bus with this dude, had him put me out by almost violating my parole. I could have went back to the joint.
Right.
Now he's putting me out and got my equipment.
He got your stuff. He got your stuff
too. He got my equipment and won't give me my shit back. Now he got Robert's shit. He got my shit.
Well,
now he came up with this thing that I took some change off the dresser that was worth $15,000.
Oh my God!
Straight bullshit.
Why would you leave valuable things in an apartment with someone you don't know who you let parole to your house? Why would you let a complete stranger that you've never met, that you don't know, parole to your house while you're in California and your mother is the only one there? When you paroled to his house, June was the only one there, correct, Bruce?
Absolutely.
Don was in California. It was a month before you ever met Don, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had a strange man come into his house, parole to his house with his mother there while he's in another state. Why?
He had a plan. He had a plan.
Why?
He had a plan.
He had a plan.
He claimed his only mission was he wanted to bring you and your brother and sister together for Robert. Now, would you please tell them who is the person that was pushing that?
What do you mean, pushing what?
For your family to come together. Don was saying the only reason he let you parole there was he knew Robert needed his family, as if that was his idea.
No, that was you.
Right.
That was Sharon.
Yeah.
He didn't care about that. Some of the things that this dude said to me was just utterly ridiculous. And I just went along with things, just to, let him think that I was on that page. But really, I was sickened by some of the things that he said. I wanted to slap the shit out of, I wanted to slap him myself. Because he snapped and said some things like, Robert is where he's supposed to be. When he said that, oh my God, it took the everything in me.
Time out.
the self-proclaimed advocate for your brother, he's doing all those things. He told you that Robert is where he's supposed to be.
Yes, he said that out his mouth. Robert is where he's supposed to be. And I suppose he is where he's supposed to be, because if he wasn't where he's at, then he would have he wouldn't be in possession of Robert's masters. He wouldn't be in possession of a plan to try to make money off of Robert's years of blood, sweat, and tears.
And here's how you know he didn't have Robert's permission. June told me Robert would have her meet him at the cigar bar or meet him at the studio, and he would tell her, don't bring Don, and don't tell Don you're coming to meet me, because I don't want Don around me. And she would say, that's my son, I'm not going to lie to him. And Robert was adamant, I don't want Don around me. So why would somebody that you don't want around you then be given permission to take all of your life's work?
Right.
Who has no experience? Bruce, where did Don work in California? Did he ever tell you?
At a waffle chicken place.
Did I not tell you all? Did I not tell you all?
Yeah.
So you're tap dancing chicken basket.
Chicken waffle king.
Tap dancing chicken manager. The tap dancing chicken manager had possession in my brother's life. What type of shit is this?
It's funny, but it's not funny. It's really sad shit.
Absolutely. It's funny, but it's not.
Well, look, brother, you always got a platform here. I got a lot of things to tell you that you don't know about this character, because he seems like he's everywhere. Thank you, Miss Sharon, for putting this together. Man, let's do it again.
I'm pretty good. I'm looking into trying to talk to the authorities to find out what can be done about this guy taking Robert's masters without his permission.
I'm gonna make that happen.
And bring it back to where it belongs, because it don't belong in the hands of a chicken manager.
Tap dancer. But even more than that, they have footage of him taking boxes out of Rob's studio. So he has material not just from the warehouse, and he went to the warehouse maybe 2 weeks before you were paroled, Bruce.
Yeah.
But before that, when Robert was clearing out the studio, he cleared out a bunch of crates there. So he had stuff from yeah.
So he in Chicago just stealing R. Kelly shit and saying that he got all this stuff to get it out, and using his fans all at the same time. Using his fans at the same time to get behind him in his death. We're gonna find out, Bruce.
Now, Bruce, did he want you to do that press conference to help Robert?
Oh, absolutely not.
Did he want you to do Central Avenue to help Robert?
Absolutely not. Anything that I did that, that she had anything to do with, or was, I confided in her a lot. Because out of everybody who proclaims to be a supporter of Rob's, when I look at this 7-part documentary that she did, no one can touch that. No one has touched that, period. So I'm very and highly respectful of the things that Sharon has been doing for my brother. So there's nothing that to change that.
And Bruce, did I ever ask for money or payment or anything?
Not at all. Nothing. Nothing.
And why did we set up your Cash App? Why did I tell you to set up a Cash App?
To actually, so that we would be able to do things for Robert.
Right. So you could travel, have suits, clothes, all of that.
Yeah.
I never said cut me in on it. I never said give me a percentage of it. I never even asked you how much you were getting.
Sure didn't. Nothing. None of that. You know, so I got a great amount of respect for Sharon, and a lot of people out here are, you know, they haters, and they have their own agendas, you know, and it's not the same agenda as Sharon or me, you know, because I truly want to see my brother come up out of there, you know, and there's a lot of people that are those people showing their natural birth. You know, and it's all about the Cash App. It's all about, you know, Robert being where he's at. Because if he wasn't where he's at, then they wouldn't have this platform. They wouldn't be doing what they're doing, pretending to be supporters and so forth, and they really just looking for a payday.
Yeah.
You know? This is, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. It's unbelievable.
Coming from his brother, I think that they should listen. This is oldest blood brother on the phone. When I get off here, Sharon, I'm gonna call you, and
okay.
I got a plan.
Okay.
His ass was stealing people's shit out the storage. First, I'm gonna find out how it was left. Was it? It's got all storage has got cameras.
Absolutely.
All storage has got cameras, and to my knowledge, that facility you have to have like a special. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to you about it. But Bruce, I thank you for coming on here and saying your piece. That is your blood brother. You are my elder. I'm always gonna have respect for you. Miss Sharon, thank you very much for facilitating this for me. Hey, everyone in the chat.
Thanks for having me on, man. Thanks for having me on and letting me chill, you know, my piece and what went on and so forth.
Anytime.
A whole lot more that, you know, people need to be aware of.
Anytime. I'm pretty sure, but you get.
I've been sitting and watching, right? Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave this here. I don't indulge in the negative stuff anymore, but what's killing me is two things. And when I see Lovey Dipty in here, and she's saying what she's saying, I'm going to be honest with you. It make me think about some things. Because she's saying why. First she came in and said she don't trust Bruce or Kerry, and she don't trust none of these people. Then she said, why is he talking, Larry? I think she meant, why is he talking to Larry? It puts me in a mindset of what the hell is really going on. And it takes me to my live that I did earlier when I said, who's the ops and who's the friends? And I said, you have a lot of R. Kelly supporters mixed in with a lot of Don Russell supporters. Now, I find it funny because I see them boasting up Bedbug. Oh, he the man, he this and this. And I seen the same people boasting up Don Russell. But then what puzzles me is this right here. I wasn't in compliance to have the interview. First thing. Even if I was, I'm not going to hate on where it went to. And it shouldn't be about what avenue the message came out on. It should be a focus of the message. And I seen a lot of these people, not saying that Lovey Dipty was, but I seen a lot of these people that have a lot of negative stuff to say. Over the 24 hours, they were dogging Bruce. Bruce Team Truth, Sharon Team Truth, this and this. Let's not worry about the platform. Let's worry about the message. Angelo came on my platform, and everybody know that me and Angelo cannot stand each other. But we men. And I felt as though, since I know the truth, I know what's going on. I've been screaming it for a while. And a lot of these same people, oh, Dana lying, Dana lying, Dana lying. Then when it comes out, it's, oh, he not R. Kelly, fuck him. We only worry about R. Kelly. No. You can't worry about R. Kelly if you can't respect his family. And the thing is, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to open up the platform, because this goes into my message earlier. Are you friend? Are you foe? Who's ops and who's not? And I think I made a strong enough case when I said everybody that's been in this fight, whether you on Team Bedbug, whether you on, I'm just going to put the names out there, whether you on Team Bedbug, Team Bozo, Team George Jefferson, or Team Crook, or Team 1.6. No matter what team you on, we all fought one another, so we all are ops. But let's keep it a buck. If everybody feel like Larry is the ops, why the hell? And this is what people need to think about. Why the hell would Bruce be taken to Larry to put out a message about his brother, and everybody over here are friends, supporters, and fans? I'm going to help y'all for the people in the back that's slow. Over this side, anybody that say they for Robert is in fucking disarray. So no matter what platform they went on, people would have been hating on that platform. Let's keep it a buck. At the end of the day, before all this, I met Bruce twice. I was a kid, met him twice. Met Carrie once. I used to talk shit to Bruce. And if Bruce, and remember, Bruce was like, oh, you gotta grow up a little. And I told Bruce when I first met him, I'll bust your ass in basketball. And he's like, oh, you gotta grow up a little bit. But let's get back to the message. You cannot throw shame because the message came on a platform that you don't like. Let's go here. When the message about Azriel came out on Bedbug channel, some of the same people was hating. When a message came out on Hollywood Next channel, even though it was a bullshit ass message because it came from Don Russell, he exposed himself a lot. And I don't know if Hollywood going to play it all through, but she put it out there on the table. He exposed himself on her channel. So why do it matter what channel it come out on? We focus on the wrong shit. Let's focus on the message. And the message is what? R. Kelly is innocent. So if I'm getting help from an enemy, maybe an enemy of my enemy just so happened to be my friend. Or maybe the enemy is not really an enemy. A lot of people ain't thinking about the logical point of it. So My thing is this. A lot of things can't be worked out because a lot of shit went too far. A lot of things can be worked out, but it gotta be a declaration of truth. Certain people, I'm gonna be honest with you, I will not fuck with if Jesus came back and told me that's the only way I'm getting to heaven. That don't mean I gotta speak on them. At the end of the day, this ain't about none of us. I see the snakes, but one thing I'm gonna say, two things for sure. I seen the ones that ran away, but as they do in the Bible, everybody got a way of coming back home. The problem is, how do you handle them when they return? Some people can't return, and they know that. So here's the thing. The way you separate R. Kelly supporters, fans, and friends away from Don Russell's bullshit fan club and friends, take a step back. Reevaluate. Reassess the situation. When it don't make sense, ask questions. If a question can't be answered, you find somebody that can answer a question that's not bipartisan or not on one side. I think the best thing I could have ever did was separate myself from everybody. Because whether you believe it or not, I was always in somebody else's fight, taking up for people who didn't deserve it. But at that time, I thought by me being a friend, by me being loyal, by me having a code in the street, by me having street credit, I'm not going to let nobody on the internet rewrite what I did in the street. And I live by those principles. I'm blood in or blood out. So now we get to the point of, and I asked the question earlier, where do we go from here? We fourth quarter now. We down by 10. Everybody can't be LeBron. Everybody can't be Michael. Everybody can't be Magic. Somebody got to be Kyrie. Somebody got to be Chris Bosh. Somebody got to be Dwayne Wade. Somebody got to be Scottie Pippen. Somebody got to be Bill Cartwright. I'm going to keep it a buck. Somebody just got to be Dennis Rodman. That's the way we're going to go with this. I led this thing. So the fuck what? But I'll be damned if I'm going to let it fall. So if I got to rebuild it and make it stronger, I'm willing to do it. But I don't have that time to sit back and no. Now, I'm going to look at some of these comments and I'm going to respond. But I would love for y'all to call in or for y'all to jump on the panel. Because I think everybody's voice is valid. Queen B said, I believe this is similar to the buck breaking ritual in slavery. They would do to victims to get them to comply to amend of servitude, robbing the victim of their life and dignity. Whoa, that's deep. Babe, she said, not true. Okay. Well, you can't separate Don because he is entrenched in this. Robert is very aware of what he is doing and has done. Again, Dana, you are both on the same side. Queen Diva, me and who? Let's talk about it. Chris Tyre, you're right. Somebody just got to be Phil Jackson. Who are on the same side? Who you talking about? And Don, and let's go here. You can separate Don. Because if you don't, Robert would never see the light of day. Don was sent in. I'm just going to be the bearer of bad news. And at the end of the day, I said it earlier, I'm going to say it again. In order to fulfill the RICO Act, they needed somebody to go in and add pieces. They were hoping to add direct links, but instead of getting direct links, they got duds. And then I'm going to be honest, that's why I believe they went on and charged Don, because they realized he wasn't as tight as he claimed to be. So with that being said, that's why you got the Michael Williams. That's why you got the Richard R. line. I don't care what nobody say. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've been to the city. I was on my way to the feds, but I've been to the city. I know how I work in both jurisdictions. Let's keep it a buck. Ain't nobody going to take a plea. Ain't nobody going to take a plea and put their time in and say they either guilty or innocent. No, and say they guilty and without even being arraigned properly. You get locked up on a lockup order, and the first thing you say is, I want to comply. Bullcrap. Bullcrap. That means you placing the blame on the one person that's in the spotlight. And if they release everybody plea agreement, I bet they all saying Robert told us to do it, which is false, because Robert don't know Richard Arline. Seen him about twice, I believe, that I can account for, but don't know him. Robert don't know Michael Williams. Let's put the connection together. Michael Williams is Cash Jones' cousin. Cash Jones is connected to who? Julius Darrington and Don Russell. Richard Arline is connected to who? Kevin Terrell and Don Russell. We seen that play out. If you look at what's going on, in order to have a RICO, you got to have people. Why you think when Don couldn't do it, they said, oh, we're going to send Azriel in. Just go read the paperwork and for Richard Arline. They telling you detail. We told Azriel to bop, 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 bop. It's detail. So this is not something that I'm making up. The problem is too much hate going on. It's too much one-sidedness going on. And if you're going to rock for a person, be fair and do the shit right. That's it. Let's see. Somebody beat Phil Jackson up. No new friends. Definitely not none of that. Queen Diva, I disagree on that. Okay. Donna Hold on, I'm gonna go up for a minute because I seen something that caught my eye. She said, I've heard good things about both of you. I thank you so much. Let me say this. I think I can speak on someone who knows what is going on. And I will say to you, I will stop the bashing of Don and maybe try to work together. But I get it. You both are on the same side. No. You will never see me and Don Russell working together. No. I know too much. I've been there from the beginning. One thing about Dana, and one thing about a lion, and one thing about a tiger never loses his mane, and a lion never loses his mane, and a tiger never changes stripes. And I've never wavered. I've been the same ignorant, asshole, good guy, spiritual guy from day one. If I hurt anybody's feelings, matter of fact, I've apologized to women a lot. But in the moment, I called it what it was. And for me to work with Don is a slap in Robert's face. I never do that to my guy. Nikki said, Queen, if they are on the same side, why is Don doing all this damage? That part, Nikki. And once again, you can call in. Y'all can call in. Y'all don't got to resort to the chat, and you can call in. This is why I knew we couldn't finish the paperwork. And that's why I'm glad I didn't finish the paperwork, that I'm going to continue it. Okay. How are they on the same? How are they one and the same when Don Russell came on the scene hating Dana? Here's a question that I'm gonna ask. And all Kel's calls, mail, and email are reviewed. The system knows who Kel's have had contact with. Facts. That Toy Smith, the Dream Team, and Willie Jones. Okay, just remember I gave a heads up. Back to the bushes I go. Well, Queen Diva. Okay. Well, here's my thing. I know what people try to allude to. And I know what people try to say. What's up, Fantasia? I know what people try to allude to, and I know what people try to say. But me and Don are not one and the same, and we're not fighting for the same cause. I'd be the first one to say that. You're live on the Dana J Show. How can I help you, Cole?
What's good, Dana J? I'm listening to your show again.
Okay.
Okay, just put all the 2 cents in, man. This is a fucked up situation. I wish Rob or R. Kelly, can't call Rob on that, but I wish R. Kelly could have did his homework on people that are around him. If you know you're the king of R&B, you worth millions of dollars. Sometimes you gotta set traps for your so-called friends, people that you're not sure of. Leave like $200-300 in the couch when they come over to your house. You know what I mean? See if that $200-300 gonna be when they leave. That way you can let them know, you can let yourself know if you can trust this person. You know what I'm saying? Set little traps like that for them to take. You know what I mean? And see if they go for the trap. You know what I'm saying? If they take something small like that, you know you can't trust them with your life. You can't trust them around you. Let them have that couple of $100 or whatever that you set out for them to find. You know what I mean? And keep it pushing. Okay, you a snake, I can't trust you. You would do something to me. You know what I'm saying? I have done that so many times to people that say they love me, even females. You know what I mean? They say, I'm for you, I'm this and that. I'm going to send a little trap for you. Oh, bitch, you a snake ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, a company for a couple of dollars or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now you sit in the couch, I told look on the remote in the couch or some shit. See if on the remote in the living room or whatever. Don't go for that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you definitely gotta think like that sometimes. You know what I mean? But we all live, we learn. But he gonna come out on top of this in the end. You know, I just hate that this man got to go through so much turmoil and backstabbing. You know what I mean? Just to see who is who. You know what I mean? But when he get out, he gonna come out bigger, better, stronger, and wiser. You know what I mean? Keep the move again. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I just want to speak on your truth, so that's all, man. Run the show, man. Keep the moving going. I'm not gonna try like that shit.
Okay, well, we definitely appreciate you, brother. Thank you for calling in.
All right, like I'll talk about that last about people, man.
All right, cool. All right. So, Queen Diva, I'm gonna tell you this, because you said at Nikki M, he needs to be relevant like many who are involved in this. His intentions are not malicious. That's the problem. Don Russell don't need to be relevant, because if he's relevant in this, that makes Rob guilty. I would rather Don face his own music than for him to lie on Robert, and Robert got to go down because of what Don did and what Don has put together. There's no way you calling in a bomb threat is not malicious. There's no way you paying somebody to go blow up a car and home with kids in it, and that's not malicious. There's no way you're going to send paperwork to a lawyer and the notary is not valid. And then the pictures that are contained of that letter is degrading. There's no way you can say it's not malicious. I can go on and on. There's no way you're going to go and steal somebody's stuff and then try to put it out overseas and say, we got to get money for Rob to get a lawyer. I'm going to stop that there. That money that he's trying to collect is not for Robert. Robert have lawyers, whether how any of us feel about him. Don Russell got a public pretender or a public defender. So it's called the keys of survival. If I'm making money, I'm not thinking about my man. Not when I got myself to worry about. Think about it. It's called keys of survival. You see it in the street all the time. Especially if your man ain't your man. I will never say I want my man to be in jail. I will never say Robert belongs there. I will never say that. So what's not malicious again? Maybe I'm confused. Babe, see, I see you over here advocating for Daboski heavy. I see you advocating heavy. But let me bust your bubble, babe. See, ain't nobody over here say that he wasn't a true supporter. And Daboski is who he is. Dana is who he is. Everybody else is who they are. Queen, he went on Nick at Night and said the mamas were screwing Rob. That was malicious and stupid. Whether if it was right or wrong, whether it was true or false, I'm going to say that. That's nobody else's business. Well, again, I know what I know from the man that is being defended. He does have a voice. We will see. Again, I'll continue from the bushes. And you said, well, again, I know what I know from the man that is being defended. So what you're telling me is that Robert is telling you, Queen Diva, that Don Russell is helping his case? Now, if that's what you're telling me, you know I can find out right now if I want to, right? I mean, like right now. Nasty Bug was dragging R. Kelly brother a few days ago. He just begging Bruce to come to a rally. Bruce is not going to go to none of their rallies. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to boast on nothing that I did because it's not about me. So I'll say this, with a collective unit, we had people come out. I'm going to say that. Now, when you don't see these people coming out, it's for a reason. And Will gave you a direct reason. That right there should have been enough to make people stop and think like, wait, Will was here, but he never came to these. Something ain't right. Dana stopped, and everybody else did that. That should tell you something. And when I looked at that, I got what he was saying. And when I got what he was saying, I said, I was doing it for a while the wrong way. But that don't mean I'm running, let's link up. No, I will not do that. He has been speaking for Sandra. He has batteries. She has batteries in his back. Pay attention. He is reading from a notebook on what to say. Wow. Well, I'm gonna be honest. You coming from a person who don't know Robert, who probably never met Robert, but what would love to meet Robert. I'm just to the point where death to clout chasing. If you for Robert, be for Robert. And the way you find out is whether you meet him or not. You still gonna be out there advocating. I only had 2 groups do that. The one I have now and the one I started out in the beginning with. That's all. No, nobody else. I mean, that middle group, I wish I could do it all over again. I've been threw all that shit away. It wouldn't have been no second group. Knowing what I know now, if I knew then, it wouldn't have been no second group. That whole Trump meeting would have been different. I don't get it. Babe, she said, why you all for RSK but fighting each other? Well, there's been a lot of salt thrown in the game by Don the Con. And a lot of people, pride won't let them say they sorry or I apologize. So until people grow up, you're going to have that tension. And Don the Con has publicly said over a year ago he has what it takes to get Rob free. Why is he still locked up? Nikki, make that make sense. Basically, it's not what I said. That's not. This not you? I don't think Kels belonged there, but God had to isolate Kels so others could show their hands in the place. I agree. I agree. Don also stated that Rashana was Sparkle's daughter on Nick and Hay. Now, that was malicious and stupid as well. Wait, he also said that Geronda and Jasmine were cousins or sisters or something like that. That was stupid as hell. He also said that Dana was at the gym and Dana wasn't nowhere near the gym. I was in Atlanta, and that was definitely stupid as hell. He also said, oh, Dana was a faggy. That's definitely stupid as hell. Didn't say that. The man said that Don wouldn't do anything to hurt him along with yourself. He knows the intentions of Don, just curious about some things, also doesn't trust anyone. Queen Deep, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm going to be quite frank with you about this. I know Robert didn't say that. I know Robert didn't say that. And when I say I know, I mean I know. See, I didn't disclose the situation and Don didn't disclose the situation. But something happened at the gym. And there was a lot said. So I know Robert ain't say that. And if you go back and look at any of my earlier lives, now if you would have said that about June, I would have said, yeah, Robert said that. But about Don, I know Robert ain't say that. And I put my life on that one. So whoever giving you that information, it ain't come from Robert. Man, I don't know. Whether they like it or not, it was your blueprint that started it all. Nobody did anything in Chicago at that time. Nobody was going to do anything in Chicago. And I'm going to tell you why. And I keep saying it. I can't say all of Chicago hate Robert. But there's pockets of Chicago that love Robert. Everybody else don't give a fuck. I'll say it again. I will never say all of Chicago don't like Robert. There's pockets of Chicago and within Chicago that love Robert. Everybody else don't give a fuck. And I'm going to tell you why. And I don't want nobody to think I'm being insensitive. I don't want nobody to think I'm being ignorant. I am going to say this, though. You have a man that gave his life to Chicago. Now I'm going to enlighten you on some private conversations. Even in Atlanta, he was thinking Chicago. He would randomly burst out, damn, yo, I want to get some Garrett's. Me and him got into it because I told him Garrett's nasty as shit. I said just like that, Garrett's nasty shit. That's my hometown. Don't say that. That's Al Popcorn. And I bust out laughing. Robert showed me where to go get Chicago-style relish from. I've been hooked on Chicago-style relish ever since. And for people to be like, Dana, you lying. You don't know what it is. Watch this. Ow. Anybody that's from Chicago, ain't this y'all relish? Or the neon green relish? Ain't this y'all joint? I told you, I plays no games. But one thing I will say is that Chicago as a whole, thank you so much, Robbie, and Chicago as a whole is not doing Robert right. There's no way, if you really fuck with that man, Chicago have a better turnout for George Floyd than they do for R. Kelly. I said it. George Floyd ain't never come through Chicago other than to do some porn shit. Robert Spencer Kelly gave blood, sweat, and tears to Chicago. And you only have pockets of people that say, oh, we love Robert. I get it. Chicago stick with Chicago. So if everybody ain't turn out to my rally, Debo rally should have been packed. It should have been widespread. It should have been nobody in the house. But y'all turn out for George Floyd. Make that make sense. And for the people who don't know, because I was there, boots on the ground. There's no way. Y'all should have allowed Kendra G to get on air and say what she said about Robert, and then appear in Surviving R. Kelly, then come back and get on air, and she's comfortable. No. Y'all should have been boycotting for Kendra G to be off of WGCI. Nothing happened. That's why I said what I said. And I told Daboski the same thing. If you really love Chicago, and Chicago really stick with their own, why Chicago is not hovering around their own? Robert hovered around Chicago. After Michael Jordan left, who did y'all have? Robert. So what? That's why people is saying, Robert, leave. Fuck Chicago. Leave. Go to LA. Go to Atlanta. Go to Africa. Now, I'm beyond with you. Africa love Robert more than any state in the United States. You say Robert going to Africa, that's Robert's holiday. They will shut down their schools as long as Robert is there. Another group I seen that for, Drew Hill. I never understood. I'm looking like, what the hell? So let's keep it real. Are you a pretender or are you real? In our industry, are you studio or are you live? I'm going to go here. When y'all heard they was coming to get Robert in Chicago, and I'm only telling you stuff that I've seen happen in my hometown. Like, let's keep it a buck. When certain people who name I won't name from Baltimore was on the air talking shiznit about Frank Ski made a call. And before he made that call, V103 was packed of people boycotting. They changed the name. They was threatening to never listen again. Now what? But you want to know what our problem is? And I'm speaking to this generation. We got so many chiefs and not enough Indians. We got so many people that want to be seen, that want to be this, that want to be that. That they will do anything to bring death to the people that's spearheading what's going on. Everybody can't be a leader. Everybody can be a leader on social media, but everybody can't be a leader in the streets. What happens when you out there doing your thing leading and somebody want to spit on you? Somebody want to talk shit on you. And somebody want to come and tell you, like I was told, well, you know he guilty, and then start calling names. And I ask one question. When is your time to go? Is your time to go? However, if you can recall those names and you say that person is guilty, where were you in this situation? It's not about me. Shit, if it ain't. If you bring in a drama, then you part of the drama. My mom almost told me, watch the dog that bring a bone. And then I'm going to go here. Watch the people that's always, Dana, this person saying this about you. This person saying this about you. I got two questions. If this person saying this about me, and you can tell me everything that person said, why is that person so comfortable to talk about me if you my friend in front of you? Second thing is, if that person is talking about me and dogging me like that, what did you say? That's how you always calm all the bullshit down. Let's finish. Where's Brooke? Where's Malik? All I'm giving you heads up about is that you both are in this fight together for the same cause. Is methods correct? No. Are yours sometimes? No. Yet you both are fighting to have him released. Okay. Tomato. I mean, yo, just woke up. What up, boy? Oh no, I never said that you have beef with nobody. I never said that. I never said that. Again, this isn't to start any mess or to bring you together, but just be aware of the people around. Be mindful of the players. You're a smart individual. You know what it is. I agree, Diva. What up, bro? Y'all crazy as hell. No, we good. Robert said he loved you. Okay. Miss April Showers. Hey. Good night. No, April Showers, you don't gotta go nowhere. I was hoping that you would call in so we can hear from a older perspective about this situation. And that's one thing I didn't want is for people to feel like it's too much. Okay. Latonya Ferguson said, I'm from Chicago and I love Rob. See? Thank you so much, Miss Robbie, for the donation. Look at Mona. Oh. What happened with Kevin Sam? Who is Kevin Samuels? I keep seeing that. Who is Kevin Samuels? Who is Kevin Samuels? I see it, Tammy. So with that being said, people got a lot of thinking to do. Like I say, I'm focused. I got one task in hand, one task only, and that's for Robert Kelly. Where is Brooke and Malik? It's like they disappeared. Yeah. So that's just what's up. Look. Kevin Samuels is a YouTuber who was a life counselor. Somebody got to send me a link to that. I don't know what's going on. But look, I'm about to get up out of here. I've been on here 3 hours. What time is it? 11:21. Look, and we got a lot to cover tomorrow, y'all. And we got to finish. And we got 9 pages left of the studio documentation. 9 pages left, y'all. So, and out of 9 pages, we got 3 slides. So that means we got 6 pages left. 6 pages to read, 3 documents to look at as we continue to break this down and see the injustice of Robert. Because the studio is 800,000, but this guy secured damn near 4 million. It definitely don't weigh out. All right. I thank y'all for joining me. And remember, elephants don't swat flies. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important, y'all. Please be someone important. Be yourself. And until next time, Dana J about to be out of here. But while you going out, just know that together we got it.
You've been stressing, body screaming out. It's been neglected. You got all these problems, but you can't seem to escape. But tonight I'm breaking you out, cause you need to get away. Let's go, babe. Let's go, babe. Oh, let's go, babe. Let's go, babe. Power of this love with me, so you can see I got it. Everything you want, girl. I got it. Everything you need, girl. I got it. You really need to look at love and baby, well, I got it. Need you to know that, girl, it's all yours. You've been worried, got a lot of tension, broken glory, and I just wanna fix it. Girl, you need some you time to get catered to, baby. Someone to relax your mind. And girl, I know just what to do for you. Let's go, baby. Oh, let's go, baby. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. I love this love with me. So you can see I got it. Oh, everything you want, girl. I got it. And everything you need, I got it. You're in need of good loving, baby. I got it. And I want you to know that, girl, it's all yours. Wherever you want to go, wherever you want to do, wherever you want to see, girl, just put your trust in me. Body is the question, and mind is the answer. You've been searching everywhere, now you don't have to look no further, baby. I got it. Everything you want, girl, I got it. Oh, everything you need, baby, I got it. Your best love is all I got it. 'Cause girl, I'm here to satisfy all of your desires. I got it. I got it. Like to say, the stuff you say, day to day.